Imagine this. You're driving a car at full speed, and then you just fall asleep. Total disaster, right? But here's the twist. Sharks do this every single day. These apex predators have hacked nature's system so they can sleep while still swimming. Sounds impossible? Don't worry. In this video, we're diving deep into the shark's ultimate survival strategy, how they manage to snooze without ever stopping. If that already blew your mind, trust me, it only gets wilder from here. Stick around and don't forget to hit like and subscribe because the ocean still has plenty of secrets waiting to be uncovered. Here's the thing. Most sharks can't ever stop swimming. If they do, they risk suffocating because water needs to flow over their gills to breathe. Imagine needing to walk non-stop just to stay alive. Sounds exhausting, right? For sharks, movement is literally life. And yet, they still find a way to rest. Curious? Let's unlock their secret nap mode in the next part. Before we dive deeper, tap that like button so more people can discover this mind-blowing shark fact. So how do sharks actually sleep if they can't stop moving? The trick is, they don't fall into deep all-body shutdown like we do. Instead, parts of their brain take a break while the rest stays active enough to keep them swimming. It's like putting your brain on sleep mode, while your body is still running on autopilot. Calm ocean background to show peaceful motion. Pretty smart, right? But not all sharks sleep the same way. Some species even have a totally different trick. Wanna know? Stick around for the next part and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it. Here's where it gets fascinating. Different shark species have different ways of resting. Some, like nurse sharks, can actually stop swimming and rest on the ocean floor because they have spiracles, special openings behind their eyes that pump water over their gills. But species like great whites, they don't have that luxury. They need to keep moving to breathe. So their version of sleep is more like cruising in slow motion, while their brain takes mini naps. Footage of a nurse shark resting on the seabed. Great white shark gliding steadily, eyes blank, slow movement. Split screen, resting shark versus cruising shark. Two totally different strategies, but both equally genius. Which one do you think is cooler, napping on the seabed or sleeping while swimming? Drop your answer in the comments below. Okay, but wait. How on earth do scientists even know sharks are sleeping while swimming? It's not like you can tap a shark on the shoulder and ask, "Hey buddy, you snoozing?" Researchers had to get creative. They used underwater cameras, motion trackers, and even brainwave monitoring to spot the patterns. When sharks slowed their swimming speed, became less responsive, and their brain activity dipped, that's when scientists realized, yup, they were catching some Z's. Pretty wild, right? Sharks may look unstoppable, but even ocean predators need their downtime. Smash that like button if you just learned something new today.
Now here's the big question, why does sleep matter for sharks? Just like us, rest helps them conserve energy, recover from stress, and keep their hunting skills sharp. Imagine going days without sleep. You'd be cranky, clumsy, and slow. For sharks, that could mean missing a meal or losing a fight. Sleep, even in motion, keeps them at the top of the food chain. Crazy to think that even the ocean's fiercest hunters need nap time, right? Hit that subscribe button if you're really loving these deep sea secrets TV. Got more coming your way.
Not all sharks sleep the same way. Some, like nurse sharks, love chilling on the sea floor, taking deep naps without moving. Meanwhile, species like great whites and mako sharks, they're built for motion, so their rest looks more like a slow, steady swim. It is like comparing someone who loves sleeping in a cozy bed versus a friend who insists they can only nap on a moving bus. Sharks even breathe differently when they rest. Some pump water through their gills while lying still, others let the current flow in as they keep swimming. Here's the most mind-blowing part. Sharks don't have eyelids to close, so even when they're resting, their eyes stay open. But resting doesn't mean shutting the brain down completely. Instead, certain brain functions slow down, kind of like when your phone goes into power-saving mode. This allows sharks to conserve energy, but they're still alert enough to sense danger or notice prey nearby. It's like taking a nap with one ear open. Relaxing, but never totally defenseless. Imagine trying to nap while still watching everything around you. Sounds exhausting, right? Would you survive on shark-style naps? Comment below if you could handle it.
Now, you might be wondering, sharks never fully shut down. Don't they get exhausted? Well, their brains are built differently from ours. Instead of needing deep, full sleep cycles like humans, sharks take micro-rests while still moving. This system keeps them sharp hunters, without ever needing a pillow. Think of it as their built-in survival. Heck-aways ready, always aware, but never completely offline. Kinda jealous, right? Imagine pulling an all-nighter without coffee and still functioning like a pro. Drop a shark emoji in the comments if you wish you had that ability.
Here's where it gets even cooler. Not all sharks sleep the same way. Some sharks, like nurse sharks, can actually rest on the ocean floor and breathe without moving. But others, like the great white, need to keep swimming non-stop or they'd literally suffocate. So while one shark gets a cozy nap on the seabed, another is stuck doing the ocean's version of sleepwalking forever. It's a reminder that in nature, there's no one-size-fits-all solution, even for sleep. Which shark do you think you'd be? The chill napper or the non-stop swimmer? Comment below and let's see which team wins. So what does all this tell us? Shark sleep is not like ours. They don't snuggle under the covers or dream about fish buffets. Instead, they've evolved different strategies depending on where they live and what their bodies require. Bottom-dwelling sharks like nurse sharks or wobbegongs can take real breaks on the sea floor. But the big pelagic predators, like great whites and makos, can't afford to stop swimming. Their rest looks more like zoning out with half their brain. It's a reminder that nature doesn't follow one rule book. Instead, it writes thousands of playbooks, each tailored for survival. And maybe, just maybe, understanding their strange version of sleep could help us unlock new ideas about our own need for rest. Sharks aren't just predators, they're teachers of survival. Their way of sleeping while moving shows us that nature always finds balance. Drone shot moving over the ocean surface. It's not about stopping, it's about adapting. So the next time you hear about sharks, remember, they don't just swim to survive, they sleep to thrive. And maybe, just maybe, they remind us to keep moving forward, no matter what. If you found this as fascinating as I did, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of nature.